Hello everybody, this is going to be a very brief discussion of the best way I found to clean up after an 8-hour smoke. So, what we got here is the door is quite dirty. I took the water pan out. That was a little dirty, not too bad. I took the smoker delivery system out, dumped the old stuff out, so that was pretty easy fix. I've taken all the racks out, the drip tray, the grease catcher, and all of those are sitting in the sink with super hot water with some Dawn soap, which is one of the best degreaser dishwasher soaps on the market. Tools I use for the really burnt on stuff. A wood chisel for the really hard and nasty spots. The big dried on flaky stuff, I just took one of these spackling tools, wiped it out with a kind of a little whisk broom, and the little smallest particles I hit it with dust off. And I had this piece of paper here, just an Amazon shipping package to catch the crud, and I've already dumped that into the garbage pan that we added a couple hours into the smoking and cooking according to the recommendation of folks online was a really good idea. We had a big aluminum pan here under the brisket to catch a lot of the junk, and believe me, there was a lot of leftover. You can see that in some of my other videos. There's the wood chips I dumped out, and any of the excess scrapings, that's what I dumped out. And you know, it's not a whole lot. Talk about using all sorts of different things to get this really baked on stuff that you see here. One guy, all he did was cleaned his racks, and he said, "I'm done," and he left everything like that and said, "Hey, it's a barbecue pit, don't worry about it." Another guy hit his really dirty smoker with oven cleaner. Another guy sprayed Coca-Cola. Another guy sprayed a mix of apple cider vinegar. But the one that I was impressed with the most, which I have on order, which will be here tomorrow, is Zep 505 Degreaser. So I'm going to use that very sparingly and get things broken up and wiped off. I'll probably roll this out to the yard and maybe hit it with a blast of the jet stream of water. And then what I'm going to do is once that's all done, I'm going to put everything back together again, and I'm going to do one of those cooks for like $2.75 for like 5 hours or 2 hours to burn everything off, kind of a second seasoning, and I'll be good to go. And after I do that, I'll show you the results, and I may show you how Zep 505 works as well. Like I said, I've got the grease strip, the other pan that goes inside for drippings, and then 4 racks, and really hot water with a good amount of Dawn in there. And I'm going to leave them in there a good while. And then spray them off. Well, the grease pan, the water tray, this other drip tray, and all 4 of my racks are clean as they're gonna get. Next, this one. Well, I mentioned earlier that I was going to try some ZEP 505 degreaser, and it came today. So we're going to give it a try. The door is the first place I'm going to try it, and you can see what kind of situation we've got there. So I'm going to try it on the glass first. Got to get it cranked up here. Okay, I'd put it on basically the bottom half of the door, and I'm going to give it a few minutes, and then we'll come back, see how it's working. Okay, 5 minutes is up. I don't see that the zap has caused any of this grease to release. It doesn't seem to be running anywhere, but I do see this white looking stuff, which I'm not sure what that is, but let's give her a wipe and see if things come off. I've got a simple shop towel here. Well, I'll tell you what. There is a difference on the light stuff, the light filming. You can see it. So it is taking off that first level. Let me wipe on the metal here. And let me wipe the edges. Well, it is getting something. But this really main caked on stuff, I'm not really impressed. I'm gonna give it another application here. Spray it on really good. I'm gonna do the whole door. Now I'm going to give this a second application, the lower half of the door. And I'm going to sop up some of this excess here and use it somewhere else. I'm going to hit down here and give this application. I've got my heating element covered up. Yeah. Nothing like cleaning up something with a dirty rag. Let's see if I can turn it over inside out and all that good stuff. All right, and go at it again. Excuse my budget videotaping. And I didn't set the timer, but it's like about 6:48 right now. So about 6:53 we're going to check things out here again. I highly recommend you buy some of these black nitrile gloves. They're really cheap on Amazon. So I'm going to hit in here what I can see. I'll switch hands here. I'm going to spray up in the ceiling as well. Let me get the edge here. Now I'm going to try and do the ceiling. Okay. That's kind of awkward. Alrighty, let's give all this about I'm going to wait about 10 minutes, then we shall return. Okay, that's been enough time. So you'll see this sort of white film. I guess that means things are working. There it is again there. I don't see so much that anything is running or breaking down here, but we'll give it a wipe later on and see what we get. First thing I'm going to try on this really built up stuff is I'm going to hit it with this sort of multi-purpose paint tool and see what I get. Yeah, that stuff is really on there. So you can hit it with something like that if you want, or I have got one of these box cutter blades. Let's try it up here where it's less thick. So that's working better. So that's another thing you can do. I'm not going to mess with scraping all that right now. But yeah, you can see the difference where I hit it with the blade. So that's something you can do. Now let me take this shop cloth to it, to the glass. with a little scrubbing, you can see that it is coming off. It might be a good idea, I'm going to try it, just to re-wet this area while I'm scrubbing it to get the degreaser on my towel. And that's very effective. So if you let this degreaser stay longer than 1 or 2 minutes, you might lose the nice cleaning property that it's got. So yeah, like 2 minutes with the degreaser. Let's spray this. It's already been pre-treated up here. See what we can do with the shop towel. Oh yeah, let's clean it up some. So that's quite the difference. So I would suggest you hit your dirty areas with your Zep Fast 505. I pre-treat them for like 5 minutes and then come back with your towel and get it wet again. And within, I'd say 30 seconds to a minute, you might want to wait 2 minutes. I don't think it's necessary. Go back and hit these really grimy areas again. So let me get up here closer to right in here. Hit that again. Let's go at that. Yeah, that cleaned up better. Let's see about here on the side wall. Excuse my fingers. I have these big clodhopper hands that always get in the way of my videotaping. Oh, you see that? That's coming off pretty good. This really dark black stuff, that might be on here forever and ever, amen. But this lighter, oh, that was my grease pan fell off the top of the smoker. Yeah, the little bit of scrubbing after a 5-minute pre-treatment makes a big difference. Might help if I had a clean towel. Got a clean towel and spray it again. Let's get back in here. See what we can't do. This is cleaning up some, but not a lot. I do believe there are going to be some areas that, even with the Zep, you're going to be hard pressed to get really clean, because these high temperatures have just really baked things on well. But I think this is good for taking off surface level stuff. That I don't think is going to come off, and that's fine. But when I look at the difference in the window, I'm really impressed with that. And that was kind of the main thing that I really wanted to get clean, was the windows, so I could see what was going on when I was cooking. Oh yeah, this is coming off nice and easy. I'll spray it again. I put a great big piece of cardboard that we got from a grocery store, and it makes a nice catch-all for the dirt, the crap coming off. Okay, I'm going to hit it with a little bit more with this last bit. It's just a process. Just a process here. All right, let me come in with a new shop towel. Okay. All right. I'm cleaning up top now. Now the bottom. Yep, I'm a perfectionist. And again, like another YouTuber said, this is a barbecue pit, and it is going to be messy. But you know, I feel like you could make it a little messier, less messier between smoking. Okay, I'm pretty well done with that demo. As I was told, and I agree, highly recommend ZEP 505 Degreaser. Get yourself a roll of shop towels and one of these for the glass. And if you got something really caked on, get the big crud off with this thing, and then finish up with the razor blade. And I think you'll be good. And remember to cover up your heating element with something if you're going to spray stuff. And tomorrow I am going to go ahead and hit this with some water. Maybe do a little bit more zepping and a little water. And then I'm going to hand dry it with a rag. And then I'm going to turn it back on for 2 hours at 275 to cook off any residual chemical that might be in here. I don't want to smoke my meat with ZEP 505. Ceiling doesn't look too bad. All right. Well, that's it for my cleaning demo. I hope this has helped out. Zep 505. Good stuff.